refill the tea first.
Hello, my name is Whye Kee. I'm a full-time ceramist.
Hi, my name is John Tung and I'm an independent curator and exhibition maker. So Whye Kee, what was the inspiration behind Days of Our Lives for you?
Actually, it's very sad one.
Yeah.
It's like, my parents divorced when I was very, very young.
Yep.
If I live with my mom, I only get to meet my dad once a month. Or if I live with my dad, it's by same thing. We waited for 1 month to see them, to meet them, and then they buy one toy. So after meeting, we go back. That toy will keep us engaged for 1 month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of memories,
Right.
it's not about the fun part playing the toy, it's about playing the toy, remembering my parents.
So in many ways, I would say that, all of these toys, the motifs that you have put on your cups, the games, the interactive stations that we have here in the exhibition, it is not so much about just that happy times of fun childhood nostalgia, right? It's also about family relationships, love. In some ways, it's filial piety at the same time.
Exactly.
This time around, you've gone a slightly different route. So in one half of the exhibition is your hand-painted cups, which is a new development in your practice. Of course, we still have your iconic material, forming the other half of the exhibition. Can you tell us a little bit more about Singapore clay?
It's going to be last batch of Singapore clay for this exhibition. There's only left a bit, I think 200 kg, going to keep for special and national gift set.
Yeah. So where is it from? Where was it dug up?
It was from my teacher. They dug up during, I think, in the 60s, 70s, where Singapore going through, from kampong to HDB houses, and they need a lot of sand to build up the houses. So they got out from Tampines, quarry, Ulu Pandan, and the whole Hougang area, whereby they are very rich terracotta.
What is unique about this material? At least, because you make highly functional, high performance teaware. I think that's what most people know you for. So what is so special about Singapore clay when used for teaware?
They are filtered or rather, my teacher laid it out in the sun and let it rain and shine for at least 3 months to remove all the heavy duty particle so that the clay is food safe, which is not very common knowledge nowadays. And people just dig clay and just filter a bit, not knowing whether it's food safe or not. Yeah, and it have a very meaningful purpose for my teacher and for me. During the mid-90s, they were chased out of their dragon kiln within a 1 month notice. So all this greenware that not fire, they have to crush it and keep the clay until I start doing pottery. Then my teacher told me, since I'm going full-time, here is a batch of clay for you to build my reputation. Since I'm making teaware, it's best to use this clay to give it life again.
What is the impact that it would have when you're brewing the tea itself?
It triggers more full body for tea and coffee, and especially the mineral part.
And so if you're like a big fan of tea, you should definitely be brewing with Singapore clay.
And especially drinking old tea.
It's lovely to hold a piece of the ground in which you grow up on in your hands to brew your tea. Even for myself, when I travel, right, I will bring a small kaiwan and a small teacup along, just to have a piece of home traveling with me to enjoy tea at the same time. What are you looking forward to most of all in the following year, in the year that is to come? We are now doing our second edition of Homecoming already. I'm sure a third happen again next year. What's on your mind at the moment?
Obviously, the third one will not have any clay left. I think just for personal development, because after this exhibition, I might start working in a charity organization, doing pottery, teaching youth at risk and elderly. So I think the third one can include their work.
Yeah.
It's like from individual, then expand to community and slowly expand out. And to tell people that actually there are stuff that really made in Singapore product that can be appreciated by many people.
Absolutely. And I think that what is really beautiful about you as a human being in these presentations each time is that how that change you made in your own life has really impacted the people around you, which in turn has impacted a larger community, and the amount of attention that you get is really impacting the nation as well. You've really made these changes to foster better understanding, interpersonal understanding, familial relationships, community relationships as well. I guess that's the beautiful thing about bringing people together to sit down and have a cup of tea. Thank you so much, Whye Kee.
John, since you are the curator for Homecoming 1 and Homecoming 2, what is the changes and difference have you seen?
One of the lovely things about us having this really good relationship where we are talking on a regular basis is that I actually get to notice the evolution of your craft. And of course, you know, with each subsequent edition, your teaware acquires a lot more finesse. But I think unlike a lot of craftsmen which really pursue better technique, better wares, there's a very, very strong conceptual development in your practice as well, from presentation to presentation. With this presentation, in looking at the motifs that you have applied, you know, that connection that you make to childhood, to family, you know, I think that's a conceptual leap forward. But at the same time, you're also really pushing yourself. I think it's the first time you're really presenting hand-drawn motifs onto each individual cup, which of course makes each piece even more unique, but also makes really apparent the amount of effort that goes into the making of each particular teaware. And with the SG Clay series, I was totally in awe of these inky black pieces. I think it's a really, really bold move. It's a challenging color to employ. On the contrary to the black inky pieces, you have these electric blue, baby blue pieces as well, which is so charged with the contemporary spirit.
Part of it because of you. The whole year I've been preparing for this exhibition as I travel and show you some of the teaware I found in Chaozhou, in Japan. And then you keep telling me that you can do better, take some good thing out of it, let me do better. So I keep researching and drawing, and you show me your parrots, and I try to paint your parrot on the cup.
Oh, that's one of the most important gifts you have ever given me.
That inspired me to paint. So people, when they hold a cup, they can actually trigger those happy memories you have with your loved one. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think people do definitely feel that connection to the individual pieces.
So this, actually tea leaf you put a lot, because water you put half.
Or you put less water.
Then it got more room for
the fragrance to expand.
So it's more based on fragrance in this way.
Good also lah, not so impactful on the stomach
Too early
compared to green cacao. To family and happy memories.
Thank you.